I'm Anil Kumar. Here is an example of trigonometric equation which we'll solve in this particular video. The equation is to solve tan x minus 2 sin x equals to 0, where x is between 0 and 2 pi. So let me rewrite the equation. It is tan x minus 2 sin x equal to 0. How to solve it? Well, we can write tan x as sine over cos, okay, and minus 2 sin x equal to 0. We can take sin x common, okay, and in that case we get 1 over cos x minus 2 equal to 0, and that gives us two factors, and therefore solution could be sum of these two solutions. One is sin x equals to 0. The other one is 1 over cos x equal to 2, because that is going to give the second factor as 0. So that means cos x equals to half, right? Does it make sense to you? Right. So sin x equals to 0 and cos x equals to half are two solutions for this particular question, right? So now let's see what are possible solutions within the domain of 0 to 2 pi. Sin x equals to 0. I will sketch the sine graph here and then we'll talk about it. Between 0 to 2 pi, sine graph is kind of like this. And it is 0 for these 3 points. So we get x equals to 0, pi, and 2 pi. Is that okay? The other one is the cos x equals to half. Okay, so the cos x equals to half will be kind of a graph like this. These are all very approximate drawings. But we are saying cos x equals to half, let's say this value. So we're looking for two solutions there also, right? So 1 and 2. We can always use special triangles or calculator to solve this one. Okay. So special triangle I'll prefer. Right. So we're looking for a triangle whose sides are 1, 2 and square root 3. This is pi by 3, right? We're saying cos x equals to half means 1 over 2 pi by 3, that is right. Now within this interval we have two solutions. In which quadrant are these? Well, we can use the cost rule to figure this out. So cost rule means that we have cos as positive in quadrant 1 and in quadrant 4. In quadrant 1 we have found that the angle is pi by 3. And this angle here is how much? Is 2 pi minus pi by 3, right? Which is 5 pi by 3, right? 6 minus 1. So we have two solutions here. These are x equals to pi by 3 and 5 pi by 3. Now I'll write down our answer, which is 0, pi, 2 pi, pi by 3, and 5 pi by 3, right? So we have 4 solutions for this particular question, right? So we have 4 solutions for this particular trigonometric equation. That is how we should be solving it. Now here is a word of caution for you, okay? Let me give you incorrect method. So let me write down a method which is not correct, right? So I'm writing incorrect method. It's important to understand this also, since I've seen this solution, in many test papers. So incorrect method is kind of like this. We can take 2 to the other side. So we say, well, let me write down tan x minus 2 sin x equals to 0. Tan x is sin x over cos x. And I'm taking this to the other side. So we get 2 sin x, right? And at this stage, some students will just cancel off sin x. And then they'll cross multiply and say half equals to cos x. Do you see that? And then what they get really is half the solution, right? So this is just half the solution, right? It's not complete solution. You actually cancelled out one of the solutions, right? That was a huge mistake. So what you get is cos x equals to half, right? You missed out on this part, which is very important to understand, right? So this is incorrect method, right? So let me cross it out. So I've shown you here so that you don't make this mistake. Perfect. The whole idea of my videos is to teach you right ways of answering questions, simplest way of answering questions, and avoid mistakes. I'm Anil Kumar, and I hope you appreciate it. Thank you, and all the best.